The crypto bull run is not forever, and right now a lot of signals are flashing red. Is the party over? Or do we still have a few months left before the music stops? Let's dig into it. Welcome back to Captain Altcoin. Today I want to talk about one of the biggest questions on every investor's mind. Is crypto bull market ending? I've done a lot of research into market cycles, technical charts, and the macro picture, and I'll share what I've found with you in simple, clear terms. As always, this video is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. Let's start with the basics. Crypto has always moved in cycles, usually around 4 years long. 2 years of crazy bull market where Bitcoin leads and altcoins follow. Then comes 2 to 3 years of bear market where hype disappears and only the strongest survive. That's the rhythm we've seen in 2013, 2017, and 2021. Right now, we're well into the post-halving run of 2024. Bitcoin has smashed past $100,000 and even touched 125K this summer. Altcoins have had solid rallies too. However, cycles don't go on forever, and the warning signs usually show up first on the charts. One tool analysts love is the monthly Bollinger Band moving average. When the price is above it, we're in a bull. Below it, we're in a bear. Right now, Bitcoin is still far above its line, around 30% higher. The total market cap is also way above. But the others category, the smaller altcoins are much closer to the edge, only about 10% above their Bollinger line. That tells me altcoins are the first to crack when the mood shifts. Before I move forward, if you're trading crypto, stop giving up control on sexes. Apex is fully on-chain, no KYC, no withdrawal limits, and sex level speed. Check my link in video's description and have a look at it. So we continue. Another indicator to watch is the RSI. When the monthly RSI climbs into the 80s or 90s, that's historically where tops form. Right now, Bitcoin's RSI has cooled down, even dipping into oversold levels on shorter charts. That's why we saw a bounce around the $100K area. But here's what scares me. Analysts have pointed out bearish divergences. That means the price made new highs, but RSI didn't confirm. Combine that with weak trading volume, and it does indicate the momentum is, well, fading. So, if the charts are flashing mixed signals, what about the real-world triggers? History shows us that the big crashes usually need a catalyst. In 2017, it was South Korea's crypto ban talk. In 2021, it was the Fed tightening and later Terra's collapse. This time around, the risks are clear. First, the US stablecoin rules coming later this year. Lawmakers are debating strict KYC and reserve requirements. If regulators go after Tether or USDC, liquidity could vanish quickly. That's exactly the kind of shock that can flip a bull into a bear. Second, macro risks. The Fed is expected to cut rates in 2025, which normally helps crypto. But if inflation spikes again, or if they delay cuts, that could crush risk assets. Remember, the last two bear markets started when the Fed got hawkish. And third, geopolitics. We already saw Bitcoin dip below 103K during Middle East tensions earlier this summer. Wars, tariffs, or even a China-Taiwan escalation could all trigger a big liquidation event in crypto. Now, how far could things fall if the bull is truly over? History gives us a clue. Bitcoin has never dropped below the top of its previous cycle, so the floor might be 70K. A standard bear could mean 60 to 80K Bitcoin. Altcoins, though, are brutal. They usually fall 90 to 95% from their highs. So, a coin at $10 today could easily trade at $1 or less in the next bear. But I don't think we're quite there yet. If you look at on-chain data, long-term holders are still buying, not selling. And we haven't seen the kind of euphoria that normally marks a cycle top. The 2021 style mania, where everyone from your taxi driver to your parents is asking about crypto. In fact, I think we might still have one more leg higher, maybe into late 2025 or even early 2026. That said, I'm personally being very cautious these days. I like to take profits on the way up and rotate into stronger assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum as we get later into the cycle. Because when the bear hits, it hits fast. Just look at 2022 with Terra and FTX. Billions evaporated in weeks. So, here's my main point here. The crypto bull market is showing cracks, but it's not officially dead yet. Watch the key levels. If Bitcoin loses 100K decisively, that's a huge red flag. If stablecoin regulations or macro shocks hit, the tide can turn in an instant. Until then, enjoy the ride, but don't get greedy, because the truth is simple. Every bull market feels unstoppable until it ends, and every bear market feels endless until the next cycle begins. If you find this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Captain Altcoin so you don't miss our next deep dive. Drop a comment below. Do you think the bull run still has legs, or are we already in the final phase? I'd love to hear your take. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.